Hi, Dr. Becca here. Our schedules have been off, and so I thought it might be nice to share a story together. The story I'm going to read today is The Three Little Pugs and the Big Bad Cat. It tends to be a favorite here at Del Mar, and I hope you guys enjoy. The Three Little Pugs and the Big Bad Cat. Once upon a time, there were three little pugs named Bubbles, Bandit, and Beauty. They lived with their mother in a tiny kennel in the woods. "You're not puppies anymore," said Mother Pug. "It's time you left to build houses of your own." "What kind of houses would we build? Will there be sticks? Will there be food?" "Take these snacks and watch out for the big bad cat. She's the meanest feline around and will do anything for food. Build strong houses to keep that clever kitty out." So off the three little pugs went, their backpacks bulging with biscuits. Bandit and Beauty bounded ahead while Bubbles dragged his paws at the back. "I'm starving," he wailed, plopping himself down on the ground. "Can't I just eat a couple of treats?" "You have to build a house first. Remember the big bad cat," warned Beauty. "Fine," said Bubbles, looking around. "Then I'll build my house right here out of this straw." And that's exactly what he did. As soon as Bubbles had finished building his straw house, he turned greedily to his food, licking his little puggy lips. He opened his mouth as wide as it would go, but before he could take a bite, he heard a noise outside. "Humph! Can't the pug enjoy his meal in peace?" snorted Bubbles, and he waddled over to the window to take a look. Uh-oh. What a sight! Sharp, scratchy claws, a terrible twitching tail, and mean, beady eyes. Oh no! It was the big bad cat. Little pug, let me come in," yowled the big bad cat. Not by the hairs on my chinny chin," trembled Bubbles, scrambling to cover his food dish. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," cried the cat, pulling out a hairdryer. "And I'll barely have to lift a paw." The hairdryer whirred and it whooshed and it blew the house down. "Yikes!" yelped Bubbles, and he scurried away as fast as he could. Meanwhile, Bandit and Beauty had come across a pile of sticks. "Look, Beauty," panted Bandit, "sticks! Sticks are my favorite. I could build my entire house out of sticks." "These don't look very strong. What about the big bad cat?" But Bandit wouldn't listen. He ran around happily, chewing sticks, digging holes, and building himself a messy little stick house. Bandit had just said goodbye to Beauty and was about to gobble up his first dog biscuit when Bubbles hurtled through the front door wheezing. "The big bad cat," panted Bubbles. "Coming! This way! Protect the treats!" But then a giant shadow fell across the window. Huddled together, the pugs looked out to see sharp, scratchy claws, a terrible twitching tail, and mean, beady eyes. "Oh no! It was the big bad cat again!" Little pugs, let me come in," howled the big bad cat. Not by the hairs on our chinny chins," trembled Bubbles and Bandit. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," the cat declared, pulling out a leaf blower and aiming it at the house of sticks. "And I won't even ruffle my fur," she purred. The leaf blower spat, and it sputtered, and it blew the house down. It's blowing the sticks. Wait for me! Help, my sticks! Deep in the forest, Beauty had walked and walked until at last she found a pile of bricks. She knew exactly how she'd build her house. Just as the last brick was laid, Bandit and Bubbles came bursting through the trees. Beauty, Beauty, the big bad cat is coming, panted Bandit. She ate our food, whined Bubbles. We're all going to starve. Don't worry. Everything is under control, said Beauty as she gathered her brothers into a huddle. It's time for Plan B, boys. Now listen carefully. Here they are with Plan B. When the big bad cat reached the brick house, all was quiet. Too quiet. Little pugs, let me come in, growled the cat. But there was no response. She peeked inside to see a bulging backpack and 3 pug-shaped lumps on the couch. It's no use hiding, the big bad cat purred smugly. I'll still huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down, and I won't even tangle a whisker. She pulled out a giant fan, pointed it at the brick house. The fan blustered and it blasted, but the house stood strong. This would call for something more powerful. Like a jumbo jet. The engines revved and they roared, and the door to the brick house blew right open. The big bad cat strutted inside victorious, but the backpack was full of sticks, and the lumps on the couch were nothing but cushions. The big bad cat was furious. She yowled and she howled, and she hissed and she spat. Her eyes narrowed, her tail twitched, and she stamped her paws until... Muffin, trilled a voice through the trees. Oh, Muffin, it's time for Din-Din. With a flick of her tail, the cat trotted back home through the woods, discarding the disguise. There you are, my itty-bitty muffin pie, Mrs. Honeybun said, scooping her up. I have the most wonderful surprise for my pretty witty Muffy Wuffy. Come in with me, princess. And she carried her inside the house. Look who's joining the family. I just know you're gonna be best friends. And the 3 little pugs and the big bad cat lived happily ever after. Well, almost. This book is The 3 Little Pugs and the Big Bad Cat by Becky Davies and illustrated by Caroline Attia. I hope that you enjoyed it, and we miss seeing everyone, and we hope that this story time was fun. Thanks, guys.